Jai Hind guys, today we will be talking about the 6th February 2023 batch of 1 AFSB Dehradun. So here it is the interview date 6 February 2013 to 10 February 2013. It was of the AFCAT entry AFCAT 2 2022 and batch number was D AFCAT M603. So let us first talk about the results. Reporting was 140 candidates reported on 6th February. Then screening candidates was 46 and one was direct phase 2 candidate. So actually total screening was 47, out of which one was documentation out after the screening. So 46 was retained and one was direct phase 2 candidate. So 47 candidates were retained for phase 2 testing, and on the fifth day two candidates was recommended and they were repeaters. So let us go for one by one from the day 1 to day 5. So first was the screening day. OIR was easy to moderate. DIPR intelligence test number 74 and 75 was given for OIR. Those who have already went for SSBs, they were familiar. They must be familiar with these test numbers 74 and 75. The level was from easy to moderate. Then PPDT picture was three persons sitting by a table with formal attire. They were wearing coat and pants and a tie, and the laptop on that table, and one person was using it. So groups were divided into 12 to 14 candidates. Narration and GD happens. Result was announced after that. So one tip for the screening for the candidates who are watching my video is that narration plays an important role in screening. So narrate the story very confidently. Okay, narration plays an important role here. So keep your narration short and crisp and narrate it in a very confident tone. Okay, next, psychological testing. It was conducted on the day 1 itself in the evening after the screening happens. So some of the TAT pictures I am listing down. First is one person running, one person showing his finger in some direction. Okay, second was two persons sitting on the branch of a big tree, then a person opening almirah in a room. Fourth was a man and a woman in the mid of a ocean. It was something like a storm or thunderstorm scene. Then a man rowing a boat in the middle of the ocean. It was something like a storm scene again. Then two men discussing something. Background was of agriculture fields with tractor. So it was something like a rural background. Then a man outside a building having no vacancy board. Okay, man was walking outside at a building and the building was having a no vacancy board. Then there was a very common picture, a cannon in the picture, a person walking in desert, and footprints was visible. Okay, so these are the some of the stat pictures that I remember, so I'm listing it here. It could be of some help to the persons going for SSBs for their preparations. Then some of the VAT words were commit, duty, compromise, chief, clever, death, alone, team. Okay, these were some of the VAT words. Then SRT booklets was provided, 60 SRTs, time allotted 30 minutes. Then fourth and the last test of psychological testing is the SD, self description, and it covers the following point. First is what parents think about you. Then secondly, those who are studying, they should write what teachers think about you, and those who are working, they must write the employers, what employers think about you or your manager think about you. Third is those who are studying in school colleges, they must write what friends think about you, and those who are working, they must write what colleagues think about you. Then fourth point is what kind of person you are or what you think about yourself. Fifth point is what kind of person you would like to be. Okay, so these are the SD points that must cover, and time allotted for SD would be 15 minutes. Then next, GTO. Let us go to quickly let us go through quickly GTO, the group discussion topics. So what first topic was, what do you think should be the most important priority in terms of investment in budget allocation. So you must have heard that recently we have the government has announced budget for financial year 2023 to 2024. So what should be the main priority in terms of investment in when it comes to budget allocation? First point is security, second is infrastructure, then third is welfare. Second GD topic was, what do you think should be the most important factor while purchasing and acquisition of defense weapons from foreign countries? Okay, first is strategy, second is cost, third is efficiency. So these were the two GD topics that happens. Then some of the lecturer topics I am listing down that I remember. First is railways, second is student police cadet, third is biopic, fourth university, global warming, net neutrality, crony capitalism, eighth war. Okay, so you can have a must thorough preparation on these topics if you are going to SSB. Then personal interview, the last part. So major part of the interview revolves around PIQ. So a tip to those who are going for the AFSB and SSBs, you must know about yourself very well. Okay, so PIQ is the thing you must prepare very thoroughly. So because major part revolves around that. Secondly, there is a very common question. If you are going for Indian Army, you must prepare the question, why do you want to join Indian Army and Air Force or the Navy? So very important question. Thirdly, if you are going for the AFSB, the questions about the branch you are going is most expected. For example, if you are going for admin branch, you must know the roles and duties of that branch. What is ATC, what is fighter controller, why there is a need of fighter controller, and what he does. Okay, so it should be you should know these things into details. What is the role of the ATC, what is the role of the fighter controller, how they supervise the pilot flying in the sky. So very detailed preparation is required when you are preparing for these questions. Fourth is, you must acquire knowledge about Air Force stations near you, near your hometown. If you are residing in New Delhi, you must know that New Delhi is a command, Western Command of Indian Air Force. So very you must know about the aircrafts New Delhi Air Force Station have. So you must acquire knowledge about your surroundings. Then fifth is, acquire knowledge about different aircrafts India possesses. Okay, what are the fighter aircrafts? If you are it is very important if you are going for the flying branch, so you must know what are the fighter aircrafts, then the transport, then the helicopters. Okay, then the air to air refueling के लिए कौन सा यूज होता है. So you must know about the different aircraft India have. Then last but not the least, some national and international news recent that in the recent happenings. Okay, so a very this was a very crisp video of what happens in these in the 6th February to 10th February batch. So these were the some of the questions, some of the points. So my all the best to the candidates who are going for the AFSB in the coming future. Hope this video is of some help to those who are preparing for the SSB. So thank you and have a nice day.